All right guys, real quick today we're going to be looking at the EMF rear tail lights, more so on how they are going to work and what you're going to need for these to actually work to purchase the EMF rear tail lights of your choice alone. So let's take a look. All right guys, so when you are purchasing these rear tail lights, it is only these rear tail lights alone ready to plug into this entire system. It is just done like that to keep the inventory and keep it open for your options. Now I do want to note that the tail light clip and the actual tail light itself and the harness as well as the power system are all sold separately. So we do want to ensure that we have picked out our EMF 12 volt system. This is going to allow us 6 accessories, this tail light being one as well as the blinkers being another. So we're going to pick from these in a separate video on a separate product. So make sure you have that all figured out, as well as picking out your separate on and off switch so you have this system working. Now you're going to go ahead and pick out an EMF tail light. We have a few options, but when you're starting to look at these separate blinkers, you're going to want to probably look at the individual tail lights because you are adding the blinkers instead of having it as a combo. This is kind of your build your own combo tail light. There is some different options to go with. So starting down here, you're going to have your main plug that is plugged in for your tail light. This is going to be for your working brake lights. So if you have EMF option brake lights like Ride or Die, a Bomb Moto B1, or some sort of mountain bike style brakes that do have a connector, that's going to be a separate video as well that will plug in and give you a working brake light when you use your brakes to activate that. If you don't have it, you can leave it plugged in. That's basically going to leave it like it's on high mode to give you a little extra brightness. Now the last thing you're going to see here is your blinker harness that we are going to go ahead and plug into this blinker combo switch. Now this is sold separately. This is going to be another video. You're going to need to pick out your EMF blinker combo switch, and it comes with the flasher box. This is going to allow you to actually have the blinkers. Now there is some other options you can see on here, like a 12 volt EMF on and off switch option and the EMF horn switch. So check that out if you want to as well, and you can kind of break down some of the things on your handlebars if you're starting to add a lot of accessories. So with these plugged in, we can see down here we're going to just have handful of wires coming out here. Now this is going to be our tail light clip. This will plug into your tail light of your choice. Now if you do have the long and skinny option, it will work with these tail light brackets that are going to clip onto the MX and SX 500 and 650 models. And we can see that we've actually upgraded them to add our blinkers onto. So this is what we're going to basically just screw that on. Pretty self-explanatory. Now down here is where you need to kind of pay attention to the left blinker. You'll follow that red cord and you're going to follow it to this green wire that says left on it. Now this left one you're going to plug in, just plug it in and ensure that this shield is pulled up all the way and covering the metal. Now your other red one will go into this white as your right, as you can assume. The two blacks just need to line up with these other two blacks down here, and that is all you do. We used some sleeve in our Amazon page to kind of clean this up as well. So once we turn on this EMF 12 volt system here, we can see our tail light comes on, and we can see that we have our blinkers here working with our combo switch. So again, everything's kind of sold separately, so you can pick what you want to do. We'll try to get some kits put together eventually, but this is kind of how this is going to work out. You'll have your hazard switch, kind of give you that cool hazards look. These are actually pretty bright at night. Everyone says they can kind of see where I'm going, so kind of cool feature. Real fast, I do want to say that we do have one option of front blinkers. These attach to your forks. Now the thing is, for these, follow the video along for these separately on the separate product page. But these are basically just going to go back to in the beginning here, and just picture it's going between this. So you're taking that apart, you're plugging this in, you're plugging that back in as just a jumper cord essentially, and then we are to a full working blinker system front and rear. So pretty cool to check that out. If you guys want to see more, go check the rest of the videos out for the EMF plug and play 12 volt kits.